Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Bats and the Washington Redskins. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Break. Mike 12. Blue draw Corker. Let go defense. Rock it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Fresno. You're out. 36. Ready.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Lawrence steps away to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this.
Whoo! Close.
At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st down, Austin.
Ready. 55. Target. Rush in.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back. Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Gotta do better.
At the 36
Hey, Charlie. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence over the middle, and it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Watch the curl.
From the gun, Lawrence. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, Haywood.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Bam. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
30 base.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
64, weak. I'm going to run you over. Watch twist. Why?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Look. Squeeze.
Here's Henry.
Go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first down, Westbrook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. You don't want this.
Mike, 55. 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, defense. Hey.
Cunningham looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. J.J. Nelson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
58 is Mike. On the ball.
2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And the Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Set. 60 out low.
55, Mike.
Echo. No gap.
55 is Mike, guys. 55.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 55. Mike 55. Stay with your man.
Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one out quickly to Westbrook. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Cut.
Watch. Twist on. Drive on.
Now Cunningham. It's caught by Aguilar. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side on the swing pass. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Cunningham.
That's going to be a long
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Back to throw. Lawrence. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
They'll take over.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way.
And now look at him go. 20, 10, 5, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
4 down. Check. Crunch. 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 Shit. Check 49.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, let's go. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 13. Check
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Go, go. Ready.
On 3rd down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence buying time to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Single.
2nd and 1. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We got 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That's it.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Shit. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Now Cunningham. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
52. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Jam.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right? 56, right there, 56.
I want that. Give me that ball, Charles. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Mike 56, Mike 56. It's been a long day for you. 56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Ball can keep it.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I got you. I got you. Let's walk. Mike, you're all mine, baby.
Go get this.
You're all mine. Switch. Switch. Short.
Back to the air on second down. Cunningham. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Mike 56.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles and Knight. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back to throw. Lawrence. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Finding some room at midfield. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. They keep it with Henry on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Dave, baby.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Open man here. Sims complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. On 4th down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Mike's 56. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Blue Dan.
Mike 56, Mike. Hey, they're scared.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Don't get nervous. Get it.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8, and they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.